2002, there's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Washington Commanders and the Chicago Bears. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Now this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
On second down, it's Flynn. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
The Bears at 2-10 now on the year, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
They'll run on first down. Flynn, a nice little juke.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
On first down, it's Flynn, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Montgomery will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And some room to roam now. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
40 yards rushing for him now on his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. And he finds Austin complete.
He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Washington. Calvin Austin.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Morton looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flynn. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On first down, Morton. This one caught by Isabella.
And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Flynn, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Morton. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Watch the out. Watch the out. Where's 52? Watch 52.
Looking to throw. Morton. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Kari Blasingame, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have moved out in front.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Completes it to Austin. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now, that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously, no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And a loose football. And it looks like, yes, the Commanders have it. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. First down. It's Flynn. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Morton. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
They'll run on first down. Flynn, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Morton firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Looking to throw. Morton to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Check 50, check 50. 18 Cardinal.
On second down now, it's Flynn. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's put him on the glasses.
Back to throw. Morton toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a first. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second and 10.
Looking to throw. Morton.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Now the Bears is going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Morton. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 10.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
They'll throw now on the final play. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Barker.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
2nd and 5. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. I think you would agree, just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
and showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Saw the rush was coming, hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. He'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Off the RPO, he completes it. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Again, it's Ricard, the fullback.
They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Ryan Robinson Jr.
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Commanders are back within a score. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Morton.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Shit.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In motion, the tight end. 1st down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. Great move by Montgomery.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Morton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st.
Check 26, check 26. Check,
Montgomery back to the ground. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Running for it, Montgomery. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Flynn. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A throw left side taken in by Komet.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears will add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a give right side. It's Flynn. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On second down, it's Flynn, and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
73 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He'll look to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The offense on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Pollard going to try the right side, and he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Across the formation, he hits Austin.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? The game's already decided, as you noted. so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He's crossing. He's trying to cross.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Chicago, it's a rare bright spot as they move to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.